What is going on, everybody out there in the world today? JasonBrock.com, and I'm really wishing you guys a happy new year, a happy 2015. It's been a pleasure getting to know all of you guys in the latter half of 2014 as I've been making videos, and I really am looking forward to getting to know you guys via the comments, private messages, on Facebook and all that stuff, interacting with you guys, because it is just an absolute pleasure talking to you, getting new ideas, getting good information, trading information back and forth to hopefully build a great foundation for both of us. I look at it as, 2015 as a new year, as just a sense of renewal. And I know that kind of sounds, kind of hokey and kind of, whatever, and people might look at it like that. But New Year's has always still been my favorite holiday. I've always loved it just because, you take what you did last year, you kind of wipe the slate clean, good or bad, and you start taking it into a new year, new goals, new resolutions, new plans, all that good stuff. So I hope you guys out there are ready to go. I'm locked in, I'm loaded. And with that being said, I have a question that I've been getting asked quite a bit, so I wanted to address it in this video. So what's the question? Well, number one, the question is, what is better to do in the KDP Select program? Should I run a Kindle Countdown Deal, or should I do a free book promotion? And I'm just going to cut to the chase and tell you guys what I recommend and what I do. Most of the time, almost 99% of the time, when I am running a free, or when I am running a book promotion, when I have a new book that I'm releasing, I run a free book promo. I don't do a Kindle Countdown Deal when I'm releasing a new book, and here's why. I'm a relatively unknown author. When I release a book either under my name or a pen name, I don't really have a lot of people just beating down the doors to get to that book, for the most part. I mean, I have people that might be interested in some of my books, some of my pen names, but I'm not a huge name that commands tons and tons of attention, and nor do I do massive launches. I release quite a few books every month, and I do in very super specific niches so that people can get value out of them. So I'm not a huge author. So therefore, when I would potentially like to run a Kindle Countdown Deal, because I would be getting paid on each of my sales, it's not the best strategy. However, stay tuned, because I'm going to tell you when you should run a Kindle Countdown Deal and some of my success stories with that. But if you guys are going to release a new book, I would recommend that you run a 5-day free book promo. Forget all the nonsense if people will say, run a 3-day and then, wait for a little bit and run a 2-day. Here's what you want to do. You want to run a 5-day promo, and it's going to gradually pick up steam each day as it goes along. And by the 5th day, odds are, if you've done everything correctly, if you've done your research, if you got a good cover, all the stuff I've been talking about in my videos, your book should land in the top 100 free in Kindle. When it does that, basically you're getting twofold. You're getting a lot of exposure to your other niches if you have books under that author's name. So for example, if you have 10 books out, you have 2 books on free promo, and they're in the top 100, you're getting all that exposure to your other paid books. And then also with your free book launch, you can get, a ton of people downloading your book. I've had my top was like 16,000 downloads in a 5-day period. It doesn't always end up like that. Sometimes it's, 5,000, sometimes it's 3,000, 4,000, but you're getting 3,000, 4,000 on a good book minimum to your download page, into your book, getting your book, gaining familiarity with your author, pen name, yourself if you're writing your books, or it's also sending traffic to an email squeeze page if you're setting that up, if you're getting a giveaway to these people to collect an email address. So that's why I run a free promo. And the second reason why is because when your book comes off free promo and it does well, you're going to get a lot of paid downloads. Amazon really still rewards books that get a lot of downloads in that free period, and they send out emails, they prop your book up, they put your book on the front pages and stuff like that, display your book a little bit more so you get more sales. So I believe, and I still believe until something proves me wrong, to always run a free promotion when you are launching a book for the first time. Now, let's say you've launched your book and your 90 days in the KDP Select have come back to a renewal stage, and your book has been renewed, and now you have either 5 more days of free promotion you can offer your book, or you can do another Kindle Countdown deal. So what I'll do is I'll analyze that book, and I'll ask a couple questions, and I'll say, well, did my book sell really well? Has my book been selling at all? Has there been, a lot of buzz about my book? Do I have a good amount of reviews for my book? And if the answer is yes to those questions, if I've sold pretty well during my 90 days, if I've got some good reviews, if everything looks good about that book, then I'll run a Kindle Countdown deal, and I've made, on certain Kindle Countdown deals, I've made $300 to $400 in that 7-day period. Now, if I try to run a Kindle Countdown deal on a book that's not doing too hot, let's say my book is ranked like 200 or 100,000 in the Kindle paid store, and I try to run a Kindle Countdown deal to get some buzz going about my book, I mean, there's been times where I have not sold a single copy in that 7-day period. In fact, there's been times where I've actually basically lost money because my book had sold a few copies a week before, and then I ran my promo, and it's like it didn't sell anything. But, I've learned from that, so what I'll do is, if my book hasn't been selling well, I'll just run another free promotion. At the very least, I'm going to be getting traffic back into my, my author's name. I'm going to get traffic to that book. Most people will download something for free, and, I'll see if that book gets any traction after that free promotion. Again, if my book's selling well, I'll go ahead and I'll run that Kindle Countdown deal. And again, you never know what could happen. I've had books that said, like I said, they'll get, $200 to $300 in a Kindle Countdown deal, and that's a pretty good little shot in the arm to get my business jump started even more. So let me wrap this up, guys. Let me put a bow on this, okay? Let me just kind of recap and, go over everything we talked about, because it's a very important question. Some people really understand the importance of it. Some people are still kind of like, some people don't even run these, it's kind of weird. So, my opinion, if you're just launching a book and you're not a huge, big name author and you don't have a huge following or anything like that, stick to the basics. Run a free promotion, run it for 5 days, and let it fly, okay? If you've got a book that is selling well after a promotion, I think that's when you can implement that Kindle Countdown deal, because people are downloading that book frequently. It's getting high rankings, and, if they can get that book for 99 cents or $1.99, they're pretty apt to buy it, and you might get a little bit more money in that 7-day countdown period. So, really, guys, that's about my opinion on it. I've done a lot of field testing. This is something I've done pretty extensively since that program has come out. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And I look forward to interacting with you guys. Have a great day.